Second half when the freshman George Williams comes up big. He had 23. Houston led by 2, but Texas would rally. Ivan Wagner, the 3, has Texas up by 3. Then Texas pulls away. They go to their big man, Chris Mim. What a good player he is. He had 20 points, 13 boards, 7 blocks. Texas wins this win by a final of 90-80. Auburn hosting Stony Brook. Jamison Brewer, the steal, takes it the distance. Brewer finished with 6. More Tigers. Jay Hurd, he finished with 11. All Tigers all the time. Scott Pullman and Chris Porter. It's not an Auburn highlight without a Chris Porter dunk. 100-45, the final in this one. This was the Tigers' 23rd consecutive home win. And Auburn closes out its non-conference schedule. Auburn's only loss of the season was to Stanford back. Bill and Mary. Duke by 9 off the miss. Shane Battier to Jason Williams. He had 5 threes. Carlos Boozer taking care of the inside load. 11 of 12 from the floor. Duke wins big, 96-55. Boozer's 28 marked a career high. Chris Carrawell added 20.
The NEC meets UConn of the Big East at going down hard. Look out! Edmund Saunders thumps that down. 10 points, 10 rebounds. UConn up by 14 still first half. Khalid El-Amin brings it up, putting it up top. Kevin Freeman dumping it down. He had 6.7 boards. UConn up 46-29 at the half. Jim Calhoun, though, would leave the game with a stomach virus. That's enough for me. Would not return. Second half, UConn again fine without the veteran leadership. El-Amin, 5 for 10 from the floor, 13 points. Associate coach Dave Leto there to oversee the rest of the win. Sacred Heart in its first year of D1.
Bench entered with 15 minutes left in the first half, Jay.
And on his first possession, Linda, Mateen Cleaves showing that jump shot he worked so hard on over the summer, and that broken foot seemed to take away from him early on in this season. And defensively, he was active as well, stripping the ball away from Joe Crispin, getting it to David Thomas, and Jason Richardson is just dynamite in transition.
But Jay, Penn State would respond, not intimidated. Titus Ivory sharing to Jarrett Stevens. Nittany Lions down 9. They weren't through. On the break go Penn State. John Crispin to B.J. Voskuhl, who misses it, but Marcus Banta is there for the tip-in. Nittany Lions within 5, Jay.
Linda, one of the places that Michigan State really missed Mateen Cleaves was his penetrating ability, getting into the lane and finding open people. Here he finds an open shooter, Charlie Bell, who moved over from the point guard spot and was very effective. And take a look now at Joe Crispin underneath the basket. He moves a little bit to his left, and all of a sudden, Al Anaganye is wide open underneath. Mateen Cleaves has the vision to see that.
4 points, 2 assists at the half for Cleaves. Michigan State picks up the tempo thanks to Cleaves pushing, finding a streak in Charlie Bell. 39-33 Spartans.
And Tyler Smith hits the 3. Mateen Cleaves again able to push the ball not only after a miss but after a make as well. Got the great vision looking up court, finds Andre Hudson, who for a big guy runs the court very effectively. And off the miss, Mateen Cleaves still able to push the ball also. Michigan State, a great rebounding team, an outstanding outlet pass. And how long's it been since we've seen this? An alley-oop jam from Morris Peterson. He can thank one of the Flintstones, Mateen Cleaves, for that alley-oop jam.
Boy, is he happy to have Mateen back. And then Cleaves just call him a creator, taking his man off the dribble for penetration and the scoop shot. 8 points, 5 assists for Cleaves in his return. A Spartans victory, but Cleaves certainly sparked Michigan State in that second half, which...
A way to hog the show, Linda. Wisconsin and Indiana. John Mellencamp had that song about houses. Hoosiers by 14. A.J. Guyton launching, hitting a 3. Hoosiers up 11 at the break. Badgers playing some D in the second half. Dwayne rejecting Guyton on the break. And then Guyton rejected again, this time by Roy Boone. Brevin Davis is coming. He goes to Bryant. John Bryant gets the 3. Badgers up by 2. And then Guyton not blocked. Nailing a 3 off the screen. Guyton again working on Dwayne. No block. Good fake. And a bucket. Guyton goes for 25. Indiana's a winner by 4. A.J. Guyton's 25 has him in 6th on the all-time Indiana scoring list. Indiana beat the Badgers as test. No way could he beat Teresa Rayfeld in the 30-yard dash, though. He gets the steal. He gets the bucket. Bearcats up 10-0 later in the first. He's blocking that mess. Bearcats up 46-26. Still going. Inside, it's Martin for the dunk. Martin with some D. Going up. Blocking Joby Thomas. Ball goes the other way. Acrobatics now. Kenny Satterfield, the alley-oop to Martin. His 18th career double-double. Cincinnati 81-54. Cincinnati's home court win streak up to 37 games. This blowout was some measure of payback for last season when UNC Charlotte beat Cincinnati 2 or 3 times. Cincinnati's Pete Michael had predicted we're going to kick their butt at home like we always do, and he scored 20 points to help make that so.
To the Big East, Rutgers visiting 8th-ranked Syracuse, and that means Ryan Blackwell. Dishing it to Preston Shumpert. Shumpert, a part-time pleaser, 16 points off the bench. Syracuse up 4. Syracuse in control in the second half. Tony Bland, anything but. The steal all the way for the Hoops. Syracuse up 11, and later in the second half, Syracuse is up 9. Dante Jones thinks he has always stuffed by Etan Thomas. Picked up by Jason Hart. Hart 9 assists in this game to Blackwell. Thomas knows how to finish. Damone Brown, 21 points, 13 boards in this game, both career highs. Ryan
Virginia here. UVA leading by 8. Donald Hand driving, misses. Travis Watson doesn't. Virginia up 74-64. Duke's back in it. Shane Battier blown by Watson, throws that home. 85-82 Duke. 11 seconds left. 89-87 Duke. Mike Dunleavy, son of a coach, missed the foul shot. Donald Hand pushing it the other way and going to tie this thing at 89. Going to the rack. Beat 4 players. Overtime we go. And Duke takes over in the OT. It's the freshman point. Jason Williams gets by Hand, puts it in. Duke's your winner, 109-100. Show them what they've won. College basketball game. Blue 5-game win streak to Connecticut. Ivan Cartello over to Troy Murphy. He's down deep, working the rack. Irish up 25-17. Still in the first, Khalid El-Amin keeping UConn going. He launches a 3, spotted, hits that. And soon after, El-Amin, little fake. Oh, that's fancy. He had 34. UConn down 2 at the break, though. Now Irish up 3. Yuri Makura going baseline, fancy layup. Irish up 5 and pulling away. Murphy, baseline jumper plus the foul. Irish up 8 points, and Murphy's still going. Ready for 3. Ricola hit the 3. He had 33. Irish up 62-54. UConn trying to fight back. Albert Moore in the corner, launching a 3 plus the foul. It's a 4-point play, and it's a 6-point game. But Notre Dame didn't let up. UConn made a run. Notre Dame right back. Matt Carroll, the freshman, hitting there. And Notre Dame taking down UConn 75-70. So the Irish knock off the number 2 team. Add that to Notre Dame's record 9 wins over number 1 ranked teams over the years. This one ends Connecticut's 10-game win streak. Vanderbilt, Dan Lange launching. Gravity brings it down, but Vanderbilt would start shooting well after that. Up 4 points. Sam Howard ripping it. Atiba Prater looking for Lange. And Lange will hit this 3. Brings that home. Soon after, Lange, another 3, working it for himself. And then Sam Howard for the 3. And then Lange for a 3. Howard wants another 3 from long range. Commodores taking down Florida 87-77. So Florida's 9-game win streak is Carolina. Tennessee a bit sloppy. Herbert Lee Davis stealing it. And he'll finish on his own. He had 11 in the game. Later in the first, South Carolina, same thing. Chuck Edison loses the ball here. John Higgins picking it up, put it home. Tennessee pulling away, Linda. Yeah, they are. Tony Harris, the floater's good. Feed game. Tennessee 60-52. Harris goes for 12 points. Volunteers' 13th win is their SEC opener. They're up. Mal McGlory found him, cutting, dunking. He had 12. Kentucky's up 4. Now under 2 minutes left in the first half. Georgia Tech balls tied at 36. Jason Collier down deep, hits the bucket. Georgia Tech up 2 at the half. Collier had 21 in the game. Kentucky going in the second. Tayshaun Prince pushing it out to Jules Kamara. Inside even. That's good. Wildcats 80-71. Kamara goes for 15 off the bench. There's some concern that Kamara was considering transferring after being taken out of the later. North Carolina State up big first half. The inbounds pass. Damon Thornton. He's tall. And then Thornton working it again. Oh, that is good. He's abundantly pleased, but the Pack trailed by 2 at the break. Pack by 2 here, though. Anthony Grundy missed the shot. Thornton getting a rebound inside, one of 20 offensive rebounds for the team. And Thornton had 15 points, 6 of 12 shooting, 20 seconds left. Steve Blake, Danny Miller. He's got a bucket, tied at 66. No under 5 to go. Justin Gainey off the screen. and hitting the winner. Terps get the ball back, but it would stand up. It's Morris. Open, but the three won't go. The Wolfpack winner is 68-66. So Gainey hit that winning shot after missing 3 free throws in the final minute 11 that might have put the game away.
Medalist scored 27 in this game, by the way. Dion Edward, Quentin Bailey. Louisville led 40-18 at the break. Second half, Nate Johnson. Johnson making the scouts take notice. Kicks the door in. 19 points for him. Cardinals up 51-29, and then Johnson.
Now they'll set up the offense.
Taking the pass and pulling up right in Meadowlark's face. 8 boards as well as those 19 points for Johnson. Louisville, huge win by 20. Utah's win streak.
Mim, he's big and he can do many things. Wants the ball. Look at the dump pass. Darren Kelly scores. Texas up by 15. Now up by 26. Mim's still going. Wants the ball down low, and then a little baby hook is good. He had 15. Texas wins 71-43. Texas hasn't held an opponent to such a low score in 14 years. Previous low-scoring game against Texas, 40 points back in 1986. That, too, was Baylor. Now UCLA and Washington, and the players are introduced. Senku Carey with the no-look. Dion Luton. Think how well he'd play if he looked. Luton had 26, then the 3. Scored 14 of Washington's final 20. Huskies up 1, now up 3. Clock winding down. Earl Watson cranking for a tie. Off the rim, no good. They kick it out. The freshman, Jason Capono, hits the shot, but the foot was on the line, and it's only a 2, so Washington's a winner.
4 games. There is Mr. House in Stanford's house. House was hot early. Scoring in the lane, he had 14 points at the half. Stanford using its size inside. Collins, double team, feeding Casey Jacobson. Cardinal up 7 at the break. Second half, Stanford going long.
Casey Jacobson.
Jacobson, a marksman. Cardinal up 9. The freshman wasn't done. Hit another 3 in the foul. 57-44 after the free throw. 24 for Jacobson. Cardinal up 10 later in the half. Jacobson finally misses the 3. Mark Madsen is there to clean up. 14 points, 13 boards for Madsen. 86-67 the final. Stanford improves to 12-0, the 3rd best start in school history. House finished with 24 points, 9 of 23 from the field, as the Sun Devils manage just 35% shooting against the nation's top defensive team. Stanford will face Arizona Saturday. On Thursday, the Wildcats focused on Cal. Vanderlane grabs the offensive board, and then Sean Lampley grabs an offensive board and puts it back nicely. Cal was up 5 at the break. Second half, Dennis Gates at the line. Quiet, everyone. Didn't matter. Lauren Woods tips it in. The wrong bucket. Cal up 5. Later in the second half, Arizona up 2. Miss Lampley. Offensive board. Slams it home. We're tied at 58. Same score. It's Luke Walton. Floater hits. Arizona up by 2. Wildcats trying to seal the game. Gilbert Arenas feeding Woods, who doesn't miss from there. Wildcats finding a way. 65-61. Woods finished with a game-high 23 points. Arizona winning for the 6th time in 7 games, improving to 27-9 against Cal under Lute Olson, who, by the way, picked up his 599th career win. Ohio State and Illinois both capable of winning a Big Ten crown. That's Lon Kruger, the Illini head coach. 4-1 lifetime against the Buckeyes. Off the Ohio State miss, Corey Bradford, who did score 20. Passes to Cleotis Brown, and Brown likes the view. Illinois up 8. Brown finished with 17. Illinois up 4, 1:30 left. Ken Johnson misses from there. George Reese. It's like they planned it, right? Ohio State only down by 2. 10 seconds left. It's Reese. Backing in, misses the J. Brian Brown, double B, tipping it home to tie the game at 77. Frank Williams taking the inbounds, bringing it up. He's a freshman, but he's confident. Williams, that is your game winner at the buzzer. Williams finished. I had to be quiet to let this game, speak for itself. The celebration, the ambiance. Williams finished with.
Lost your place.
No, not really. Williams finished with 13 points and a team high 7 assists. You know what? Here's some interesting facts about Frank Williams. The 3rd time is the charm for him. The freshman point guard had missed buzzer shots actually against Duke and Maryland